So I was having a conversation the other day with a client and they were confused about why their GA4 and their Google Ads conversions were not matching. And they said, "Well, what do I do?" Can you give us some insight on that?
Yeah, so for Google Ads and also GA4 conversion-based tracking, they have different kind of attribution levels and models. So for Google Ads, it's going to be more kind of data-driven or kind of based around ads, while GA4 is going to be more like it's taking into account cross-channel attribution. So essentially what that is when people interact with different levels or forms of your marketing, and GA4 has to go in and decide what percentage wise what they're more likely to have converted on. And that's where what causes the I guess the variation in terms of results shown. The rule of thumb is there is going to be variation. For Google, they're kind of stated variance anywhere from 5 to 20%. And anything larger than that would insinuate that there's a problem with either the tracking of GA4 or the conversion setup within your Google ads. So having the variation is not a big deal unless it gets into the 30% or higher. Then I would go in and double check your conversion tracking. One, make sure that you're not tracking page views as conversions, which is a very easy mix up because I know when you kind of link up or start importing conversions from GA4 over to Google Ads, it's one of the standard ones they bring over. So there is going to be variation, and from what I've been told by also like Google support team is don't ever try to match apples to apples exactly. Just know there is variation, and then when you're kind of walking through your Google Ads and kind of looking at data, I would pick one or the other. It's good to reference both to make sure one, everything is working and set up. But if in terms of kind of going by the truth or kind of true sales, I would pick one or the other. So usually what people like to lean on is more the GA4, just for the fact it takes into account other marketing channels in their results.